theory I'm going to propose today may change the way you view the Farrell family from Season 11, Episode 6, On the Inside, forever. Following the cave implosion, Connie had managed to escape through the horde and was found on the road by Virgil, shortly after Michonne's exit. Connie has proven to be a capable survivor despite her hearing loss, but what she is about to walk into may change the way she approaches an unsettling situation forever. As Connie and Virgil flee from a pack of walkers, they find themselves on the doorstep of a decrepit house for shelter. The house is in relatively good condition, and it seems like it has had people come through it over the years, so the two decide to take refuge on the inside. Connie is uneasy with the temporary shelter. Creaks and cracks fill the house. Virgil and Connie find themselves unable to relax and rest as the dead continue to pry at the door. She is reminded of the horrors she went through within the cave and refuses to sleep until she is back home safe with her sister. While investigating her temporary shelter, Connie begins to notice some strange things going on. The eyes on all the paintings strung up throughout the house are scratched out. As Connie investigates further, she comes across a hole in the wall. As she peers in, she is greeted with something that can't be unseen. Panic overtakes Connie as she knows something is now watching them. She desperately tries to alert Virgil of what she saw, but he doesn't understand her. Out of frustration, Connie takes out a knife and carves her warning into the wall. Oh, shiver my timbers! Virgil struggles to believe her claim of seeing someone staring back at her, as it's been days since the two of them have slept. As Connie paces in frustration, a false wall springs up, separating the two. It's now clear to Virgil, Connie was right. Something is hunting them inside the house. Connie's hearing loss turns a scary situation into an absolutely terrifying one, as figures are seen circling her in the dark, like vultures, as she tries to find her way out. She can feel rumblings inside the walls, moving as she does. It's clear something sinister has lured them right where it wants them. And as the opportunity presents itself, the creature strikes. Was that a walker or a person? So many questions run through Connie's head, but this is no time to wait around and think. She finds herself on the inside of the house's walls. Clearly, this is the creature's nest. Connie navigates through the corridors as collections of human bones are found, scattered across the floor. The walls begin to shake, as whatever's hunting her has caught up, and it knows these halls better than anyone. Connie rushes through the vents and finds herself on the other side of the peephole from earlier. She sees Virgil on the other side, panicking in fear, as one of the creatures corners him. It's a human? A feral human, spawned from the deadly grip of hunger, completely lost to its cannibalistic ways. The demented person lunges on Virgil, but is injured as it was distracted by Connie's noise on the other side of the wall. Connie tries to get his attention, but as she is hard of hearing, she is unable to vocalize her presence, leading Virgil to think she is the feral man. Connie is able to break through the wall safely, and the two embrace each other. They reflect on their situation and devise a plan of escape. The time to act has come as the feral person begins closing in. The two sprint through the narrow corridors, but find themselves cornered. They quickly find out it's not just one person hunting them, but a whole feral family. Virgil strikes them in the head, temporarily stunning them, but not for long. The two reach an open room where one of the feral girls leaps onto Virgil, stabbing him multiple times before being shooed away by Connie. Things are looking grim as Virgil is bleeding out on the floor, and the two are cornered. Virgil accepts his fate as the feral family's next meal, but Connie does not give up. Grabbing one of the walkers' bodies from their arrival, Connie slathers herself and Virgil with its guts and opens the door, allowing the pack of walkers nested outside in. The feral family attempt to fight off the dead, but end up joining them instead, as they lack the intelligence to flee from danger. Connie and Virgil stumble their way out of the hell house and leave the horrors inside to die a gruesome death. Connie is reunited with her sister, and Virgil is taken into Alexandria for medical care. The experience the two went through together will serve as a reminder going forward. If left in the dark for too long, you may never find the light again. So you may be asking, what the hell, we want a Governor or Saviors Explain video, why bother with these one-off episode nobodies? Well, this episode is honestly one of the creepiest ones to come out of the entire series. The tension built throughout with Connie's hearing loss really adds to the mystery and horror of the situation, but as I rewatched this episode, a thought kept coming across my mind. The Farrell family share a striking resemblance to the legend of the Wendigo in Western folklore, and I believe these people are The Walking Dead's attempt at a realistic take on these creatures. For those who don't know, the legend of the Wendigo spawns from indigenous folklore in eastern Canada and the northern US. A Wendigo is said to be a malevolent spirit that possesses those who find themselves consuming human flesh to survive. The person is overcome with greed and an insatiable hunger, transforming them into a bloodthirsty creature. In some depictions, a person may even keep parts of their cognitive function and speech, albeit in a distorted feral kind of way. Sound familiar? Exactly. The Farrell family scene in 1106 fits this description almost to a T. While most depictions show the Wendigo as an abnormally giant humanoid, a more realistic take may have their more humanly features distorted. Much like our feral friends here. We hear them utter words like hungry, but besides that, they can only let out hunger-induced growls. It's like their sole motivator is food, and in most cases, as we see in their den of bones, is human.
That might be the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
In appearance, they are long and slender, and move like animals throughout the house. What I find most interesting is how they use their environment to hunt, like using false walls and peepholes. This shows at least some form of cognition left, and not just a monstrous husk. While this is just a theory, and it's pretty straightforward that these people could have just gone feral, I don't think it's insane to believe this cryptid legend could have been the inspiration for these people. One other thing I want to discuss, the Farrell family kind of acts as a show to the audience that most people will end up this way in the New World without the luxury of basic needs. I don't think it's too crazy to think the hunters from season 5 could have devolved into something similar to this given another 10 years of that lifestyle. The Farrell family are truly lost to the apocalypse, unlike anything we've seen before. We've had groups like the Whisperers, but in all honesty, they kinda came across as role players in how they lived that way by choice. On the Inside will serve as one of the creepiest episodes of the series, and the Farrell family will always interest me. I hope one day we see this condition portrayed in another way. Maybe with a character we know in one of the spin-offs or something, but the concept of a realistic take on the Wendigo curse in The Walking Dead will always have me interested, and have me revisiting this episode. And not in the same way how Tales of the Walking Dead try to canonize ghosts and time loops. That's just dumb. Thank you so much for watching again. I know this video was a little on the shorter side, but it was a topic I really wanted to cover. My Governor video is still in the works. That one's going to take a little bit more time, because I really want to get it right and get my thoughts out properly. So in the meantime, I hope you don't mind these one-off shorter videos. If this video does well, I might even do some more theories in the future, and maybe even cover some more of the cryptids in The Walking Dead, like the Walker King from Dead City. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see.